here with MSSA organizer Jeannie Biggers. She's one of the people that make this whole event run. In fact, it doesn't go without Jeannie Biggers here doing the whole thing. Jeannie, this is quite the undertaking, and it continues to grow. How many dogs do you have signed up to do runs this year?
Oh my gosh. I don't know how many dogs. I know we have almost 160 handlers, but I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know the dogs. There are a lot.
A lot, right? And no, it's fine. And I mean, we're talking the amount of trial runs that you do. We're into the thousands, right?
Oh yeah, we'll have almost 1,800 runs by the time we're done Saturday night.
That's incredible, and you do it all in 6 days. So organization-wise, I mean, that's a task. How do you keep everything straight and all the runs on time and people where they're supposed to be here?
Honestly, we have the best group of people. Elaine La Rochelle does all my data entry for me. So she keeps everything running and all the scores and everything put into the computer. And I get all the links and everything working for her, so all the real-time results are on the website. But she's the one putting all the data in for me. We have a schedule. I actually put into place a texting deal this year, so I can text the handlers when our handler meetings are and when we're starting, so that really helps. And the handlers, they're really good. I prioritize which ring takes priority over the others, each day. So like right now, we're just catching up on our sheep field. We only have 2 left in that. But the handler, he's been up running in the open cattle in the upper arena. He's been running in the nursery cattle. So it gets a little bit crazy when we're running 3 arenas in a field at the same time. We do that for 3 days straight.
Yeah, no doubt at all. Now, of course, you started this event 10 years ago now with the whites. What's it like to see this grow from where it was now to what it is today?
It's crazy. I had no idea, and I don't think Steve did either 10 years ago when we decided to do this, that it would ever grow to what it has become. I mean, when we first started our very first finals, I think we had 39 handlers, and that was all of the directors. And we ran 1 arena, and we actually ran 2 classes each day. It was crazy. So to see it go from that to this, it's just nuts.
Jeannie Biggers, one of the directors of the Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals.
Our Salmon River is a grain-free food formulated for adult dogs. It contains 28% crude protein, 16% crude fat, and 390 calories per cup. It contains extremely high levels of omega-3. In fact, the omega-3 to 6 ratio is almost a 1-to-1, practically unheard of in the industry. It contains our VX Advantage, which is a proprietary blend of vitamins and minerals, including selenium yeast as a sole source of added selenium. Probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, all working together to support a healthy digestive and immune system. Another unique feature of all Next Level foods, including Salmon River, is the fact that we control macro minerals, including calcium, to levels significantly below FDA maximums, which research has shown to support long-term whole body health.
Kevin Rollerbach here with us from Mountain State Stock Dog Association. He is the official stock boss out of Pocatello, Idaho. He's on his horses with his crew, keeping the stock rotated. Kevin, thanks for your time today. Tell us what you guys do here in between all the runs to keep the stock in and out.
Well, the whole goal here is to keep cattle happy and not run any cattle in the same arena twice, so that they're not seeing the same obstacles and make it fair for all the handlers. So as they come out of each arena, we sort them into different places, and they never hit the same pen twice, which is a feat when we've got 3 things going all at the same time, and they all just come in one big pen back here. So we're just sorting all day long.
So logistical nightmare that you guys have figured out how to handle. How many cows do you guys run?
We've got, I think there's over 400 head here right now.
And the goal again is to not run a single cow, the same cow on the same arena, or just one run per day between all the arenas?
They can't go in the same arena twice, because there's going to be over 1,000 runs over this week. So we'd have to, there's not enough room here to bring enough cattle to only let them go once a day.
And then, of course, after all that's said and done, you have to feed them and keep them water too.
Yes, we started about 4 in the morning to get cattle gathered in here so they're nice and quiet and settled. And then we get done whenever we get done feeding cows at night.
How many of you does it take to take care of all the livestock here?
This year we're only doing 4. We have 4 people back here, and then we've got one guy that comes when we have this field going as well. Just because that 4 is not enough to be spread that thin, because this is a pretty good chunk of real estate all the way around here.
All right, that's Kevin. He's the stock boss here, running the cattle and the livestock for the Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals.
The dog will then drive the cattle down to number 3. They will enter on the west end here. They cannot go out the left. They have to block that, and the cattle must go straight through. As soon as they're done with number 3, the handler has the option to walk up so he can see the angle on number 4 a little bit better. If they're going to come this side of the pink, Kevin, this side of the pink, yep, good thing the dog was in and turned him. He goes right through number 4. They will then come down and put all 3 cattle in the pen. All 3 cattle must be in the pen before they do any sorting. As soon as all 3 are in there, we're going to sort 1 cow here. Shut the gate. The second cow here. And the third cow here. Time stops when they shut this gate. At no time, woo, good job, cowboy. At no time can any cattle go out the back. If they go out the back, they have to repin all 3 of them and start their sort over. Here we go directly into the nursery finals.
All right, we're back live with you here at the beginning of the nursery finals. The first contestant up is James Butler and Rum. So James has had some success here at the Mountain States National Finals. He's coming back in 17th place, takes 17 back in the nursery. He's had some success with this dog in the sheep down there today. I think this dog won the Futurity sheep. He's placed in several rounds here in the other events. Nursery, this dog is running the sheep, Futurity sheep open, sheep nursery, and sheep field. He's also running the open cattle field, open cattle arena, and nursery. This dog, I think, has made like 17 runs this week, counting this one. We figured it up last night at dinner. All right, here we go, off and running. James is going to swing for the fence. He don't have anything to lose. He's going to try to win the round and move up in the average. That's his best bet. Control these cattle right here. They've made a fetch a little bit tighter, a little bit zigzag there. Got to bring them up, bring them in 2. They've opened it up here, made it a little bit wider. So when they do go in, they have more room to escape on the far side over there on the entrance. These cattle have seen this arena. They've not been in here today, but they have seen this arena before. So they kind of know the pattern as far as where obstacles are, but they don't know what obstacles in front of them. Good job there, didn't waste much time. Coming out at 112 out of number 2. Now they've closed up 3 down here, made a smaller entrance instead of the cattle going what they normally go from this all week, which they have been in here some this week, but not today. So they know they're going toward 4 over there, but then we've changed it and made them got to come into this little boxed up area with a diagonal panel, and they got to come in, turn, and go straight through. That's the difficulty level there. because they've been used to going out that way. Now we've changed the directions. Like I said, they don't know what obstacles for them. The pattern is basically the same. But now we got dead end V's and dead end flat spots, a black tarp wall over here. So the level of difficulty here is moved up. And you got to remember, these are young dogs, they're 3 years old or younger. But they have some of these, like James's dog Rum here, has been running in the open and the nursery all since last fall. But now we've got them running. Now we've got to bend them there, bend them. Got to be sharp, very sharp with their flanks. And this dog's taking them. If you hear James, he sounds like he's whistling Dixie out there with a little Amazing Grace towed in. So he's got it going his way. You know, he's going to try to make everybody catch him. Now, they've been going down and around forward down here. So now we're going to make them head that way, but we're going to bend them and turn them up in the middle. Hurry. He did. Come by. Well, he's going. James reversed, flanked his dog that I was thinking come by. That's why he's in the finals and I'm not. He's reverse flanked that dog to stop him and let him look in that hole. Got two heading the right direction. Whoop. Nice job. James Butler, he's going to shove them up. Got to give him the pen. Y'all got to be in the pen at the same time before we start to sort. And there's 3 gates to sort out of, but the last gate to sort out of is standing right next to the entrance gate. So he's got to kind of guard that one, get the gate shut. Don't let more than one out. They've upped the ante here. It ain't the normal dollar penny ante. He's got up to $2 ante. Whoop, come by. Yep, whoop. Dogs get a little exuberant. You got to use your dog. You got to walk all the way down there and get one to come out that side hole without going out the entrance hole. Your dog won't walk under a panel. It don't need to be at Steve White's trial. James got a little excited there. He knows he's close to finishing. He's got to get that gate open, get back, and guard that hole. Run. All right. Got him back in there. Ooh, do. He's got to close that door and latch it, and time stops at, I don't know. They didn't took it off the clock. Ours says 5 minutes, but I don't know. We'll get an official score here in a minute. All right, Cowboys come in and get a cattle out.
Thank you, James Butler and H.R. Rum. That is a full score of 270 with a time of 5:01.
It was 5:01.
Next up, we have Sarah Venegas and SLV.
You know, that
on deck is
we've been seeing some 2-minute runs, some 3-second runs, 2-minute runs, and 2:56 or whatever. They've been real fast, and some 3-second runs. 3 to 4 1/4, 4 1/2 has been a very good run this week. Maybe a little tighter today. All right, our next contestant is Sarah Venegas and SLV Mia. Comes to us from Haines, Oregon. We got 16 more of these to go, and then we're going to run the open. dog to the away side. Counterclockwise. On the fetch this week, on the fetch this week, it's been open where that panel in the middle is. It's been open and with the two wings. But this time he shut that down, made it tighter, and you got to send them in one side and then bring them out the middle. So these cattle, you got to get them grouped up a little bit better and a little tighter before you start sending them. Early in the week you could send them strung out a little bit. They'd follow each other. But right now we got to be holding tight. Hey, dog. Got a little excited. If that cow goes around the other side, them cattle are going to want to go turn and go to it, just like they're thinking. All this little bitty hiccups and cows turning the wrong way takes time off the clock. We only got 6 minutes here to do it with today. That cow wants to go in the pen. There's no way in or out except that one entrance, so he's got to take it in there and push that cow out. We got a pretty good crowd here in the stands today. It's Saturday, a little bit after lunch today. Some of the local people that live here in Afton have come out to watch the dog trial and eat some of our vendor food out here. Pretty good. We had chicken wings and today barbecued wings. They're pretty good. We got the yawns today. I've been going to bed late, getting up early since last Sunday. So got that one turned just right. Maybe this one will follow it. Oh, yes, it does. Good job. There's Sarah. Now, this one's got ahead of us, so we got to regroup. Every time you have to regroup, it takes time. Points in time trials, strategic. And how far you let cows get away from each other, how you keep them grouped up. Come by, keep that from going out. No, no, no. Nope, it went the right way. Maybe these will follow. Kind of gambling here, but she needed to. She had a little trouble at one, maybe the ticket too. So she had to gamble. That one went right on through, and the other two followed. Now she got a whip and spur over there to number 4. Doing a great job here. We would let that dog go on over and bring him 2 back to this one, because one is headed straight for the hole. Another hiccup, 2 on the wrong side of a V, 90-degree panels. So he's got to bring them in and out of that and around it. All right, she got it done. 441. Not a lot of time to play with. Make sure she gets them pinned, and the sort needs to be on the first shot. Crowd's got a pretty good size here. Like I said, there's a lot of local folks here. There's people in all the bleachers sitting around. We're on the grandstands here with our IT people and our live feed, and north, south, east, and west bleachers all have people in them. It's a good thing. Does a great job promotion of our sport, and people come see a good cow dog work. They saw some sheep dogs this week. Some of our cow dogs went to the sheep pen and done work there. Watch your dog. She's going to have to hustle, and she's going to get one shot at this. Cattle are stalled up. She's going to have to find some relief there. Come by, and that'll do her in. So she's going to have to unload the one, pin them all back, and got 15 seconds to do it in 10. She tells them to open the gate. She knows her day is done. But what an accomplishment here, coming back in the nursery finals in the top 17 at the nursery finals. Mountain State Stock Dog Association 2025 10th anniversary edition. There are several titles in this industry, in the cow dog industry, trialing, that are prestigious and above a lot of the others, and this is one of them, Mountain State Stock Dog Association. And there's a couple more.
Next up, we'll have Brian
You can win at those, you can win about wherever.
In the hole, Robin Brown and Gale.
Brian Jacobs and Beth coming here at the 15th call. He needs a 332 to win. So James put a little pressure on him with his run. It made it where they can't, piddle around. We'll see how far that carries him. He's already carried him 2 places ahead of where he was at. So here's Brian. Brian comes to us from California, Aden, California, and he does a great job with his dogs. He's won here before. He's been national champion here before in the nursery division and the open division. So this is not new to him. He's done a great job, and he has another good dog here this week, or several good dogs. I saw 3 or 4 of his dogs. Over exuberant. He spooked one in, he's turned one out. Got to regroup. Remember, every time something goes wrong, you got to regroup, repin, resort. Time ticks. Got one headed right direction. 2 and 3. Walk up, puppy. All right. Got them headed in the right direction. Remember, they got to come in, turn left a little bit, and then go down and turn right 20 foot later and go straight through. These cattle have been going toward number 4 in the middle there this week. So we changed it up, Steve has, and made it a little bit more difficult. The dog has to actually go and bend them and send them. There's also something else in play here. This run counts for the ultimate stock dog. So that is a dog that's entered, like these nursery dogs have entered the nursery field, sheep, and cattle. And there was the nursery cattle, nursery sheep, and I don't remember if it's a field or not. But anyway, these dogs got to make runs in both of them and qualify for the finals. And so every point he gets here, just like James's dog Rum is in running for it, and it won his sheep. Brian placed pretty good in the sheep. I don't know if it was this dog. So every point counts toward the ultimate stock dog tonight. And they'll pass out those awards. That's that dog's competing in the sheep, the field, and the cattle. So it's a pretty prestigious thing for your dog to be able to do that. He's not going to take the lead, but he can make it hard on the next guy up if he gets them in here and gets them sorted. And he does a great job at sorting cattle. Oop, one step too far. Helped him right there by that cow looking off, turning, giving just 2 or 3 foot of separation to make that happen. Told you, Brian does a great job sorting cattle. 441.
Okay, that was Brian Jacobs in the back, a full score of 270 points, a time of 4:44. Next up, we will have Sarah Jo Gom and Carrie. On deck, Robin Brown and Gail. In the hole, Gilberto Valdez and T.L. Lace.
All right, this is Miss Sarah Jo Gom, and Carrie comes to us from Arlington, Washington. Sarah Jo was an ER doctor. I think she's retired now, so. Went past the fetch. She'll group, bring them back in. Now she's got to daylight them all the way out the back. Earlier you could just and pass the timeline up here, but now they got to come out the back. They split up on her coming across the middle of the arena here. got one in the wrong hole. Got to bring them out. Now, it's not dirty yet because it hadn't crossed that line of entrance there. He can back it out and regroup it, but it doesn't matter. The other two come out. So. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We have got a lot of background noise with kids running up and down the bleachers. Yeah. So some mama's going to try to take care of that for us. It's a lot of noise coming back through the back feed here. In that, so there's James and Verona Butler. You want to come talk, James? You want to come talk? Come on, Verona. I'll let you sit in the cushioned seat. We're going to get a guest commentator here. Okay. You should be hot. Microphone-wise.
Yeah, that's right.
So we've been watching Sarah Joe here. She had a little trouble at 2 getting them lined up, and she's got that done. So we're talking about who's ahead, who's leading, and everybody. And so James comes in at 17th, which is first out. So he come in the low mountain totem pole and makes a good run. And so far he's still leading. I mean,
yes,
he's moved up 4. I know it's a long way to go.
Yeah, and he was short points.
Was he?
Yep, coming in.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. He made it because he was still part of the ultimate. So
okay, and I talked about the ultimate just now. So he needs every point he can get.
For sure.
So that means Brian's probably in the lead now. Okay. If Brian had a full score coming in, I didn't have my scores up. But Sarah Joe does, so I'm looking at the screen. I didn't pay attention to it
yes,
while
540.
ago. So he did. So he's leading now. Okay. All right, but the ultimate is still in play. I don't know what Brian had with his other dog. He's had 2 or 3 like James does. So what do you think about this whole deal?
Well, I'm nervous, to say the least. I don't think we'll have any problems. Hopefully, I say this. I don't want to jinx myself, but so I might as well not. But the sort, I feel like it's going to be a little hard for some people, especially if your dog doesn't get out. You know, coming that second gate you got to open is right there at the entry hole. And then you got to try to get that calf back. And then also, I feel like some people might even have trouble because that's a big pin in the back too. So sometimes if your dog,
he needs to be really broke.
yes.
He does.
Oh, see.
Yep. You better hurry. And she was running out of time anyway, but that's a good example of what can happen. That dog has to be broke to stop when he's told, flank when he's told, and not get over exuberant in that pen.
Yeah, I would say that I'm probably a little worried about that myself. Sometimes Hollis wants to, he's really young and he wants to take off running.
That was Sarah Jo Gum and Carrie. A score of 225. Next
if you had a good week, I know you had a little bit of a good week.
I mean, Hollis and I are coming back 5th high call.
5th high call. So you have a chance here. And in the sheep you were?
Well, I didn't run in sheep. James did.
Oh,
But James did win the open sheep with Eli.
Eli. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is my dog.
Yeah. Okay. I got a little confused there.
Our dog.
Our dog. Too many dogs. Okay. So you have just one dog coming back in the
the
so around
nursery.
here in the nursery
Mhm.
in the open.
Eli.
You do have Eli, so that's where I got confused.
Yes.
Okay. So Eli's won the open sheep and has a chance to win the open cattle.
He's a little far, time-wise.
But in the ultimate, is he?
Well, he was taken out at the ultimate in the field, the sheep field.
Yeah,
So
in the sheep field.
I
Yep.
know, bummer. Or he would have been.
Yep.
But that's the way it goes.
Yep.
Okay, this is Robin Brown. Oh, no.
Yeah, earlier in the week, the fetch was open, that panel there, and just a semi-box. And you could get them strung out and headed in the right direction and be okay.
Yeah.
But now you got to get them grouped up, shouldered up to get in that little hole and then bend them in the middle. And it don't take but one cow that don't want to play to make that
For
hard.
sure.
Like
And that
down
one,
there. Yep.
it doesn't look like it wants to walk really anywhere.
Nah.
It's power walking. Now it's trotting, but it was power walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. This one might.
It's the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
These are 3 brains stuck in a cow's head and a human up there and a dog, and there's over 350 head of cattle here that's been hauled in here to be used to these trials. So there's bound to be one that doesn't want to play. As competitors, you want to draw the best you can, do the best you can, but sometimes it don't go your way.
Robin has quite a bit of experience, so maybe she can get them put back together. She's been doing this for a long time, so.
Mhm. I actually had a dog out of one of her females. I've had him for, he's 5, coming 6. I sold him recently. We tried for a while.
I can't remember if is it all or nothing. Usually it's partial points,
Yeah, but I mean,
but I don't even know if we discussed that at the handlers meeting.
I don't know. It's been one to move on all week, but I mean, she's got to get one first,
Yeah.
and then she's got 4 points, and she needs the 442. She's already used up all but 2 minutes of that, so I don't know.
Oh.
What? Well, if you could get, well,
Oh, no.
that's so goofy. And she says, "Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I don't want to go in here."
Oh. Oh. No.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dogs start getting frustrated.
Yeah. Early on, he didn't cause it, but now, I mean, yes, I didn't really used to think about that a lot, but once you've moved them up and down and around, dogs do get frustrated at them, and they'll retaliate. A little cool up here under the.
It's summer over there and winter over
Yep.
here.
Yep. I know. I've never, back home, you don't wear coats and vests in the middle of June. I haven't took this vest off all day, and I had a coat on until just a minute ago. It was pretty phenomenal. It snowed last year on a Monday when we were out here, and they're calling for snow tomorrow.
Yeah,
Here.
we're supposed to go to Yellowstone.
That will be fun. I mean, it
That's
would
what
be.
I feel like.
I mean,
I think the high's in the 40s or
Yep,
something.
yep.
So,
but that would be awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. You and James and
And Aaron and Aubrey.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Well, that's awesome.
I think she has to bring them back out because that one went in that middle hole.
Yep, that's correct.
But I am not the judge.
Well,
So,
She did.
She did.
Yeah. Just life not doing her too good right now.
No. That's frustrating.
It is. And there ain't a lot you can do about it. Keep working. Try to do the best you can. There she is. Oh. Button's hard to get to work. It's got probably wore out this week.
As many runs that have been through here. It's a bunch.
Yep. So she got 30 seconds here. She's just trying to get all she can get. And, you know, as a commentator sitting up here, you feel for him, you hate it for him. There's not a lot you can say during this kind of run. I mean,
Yeah, you can't help it.
nah.
It's just always an extra bummer, though, when it's on the final round.
I can only imagine. Yep. In this sport,
There we go.
yeah. You know, I found out on the days you win, be thankful, and days you don't, be grateful you got to compete.
Yep.
Because, you know, not everybody gets to do this and could be doing something else.
Okay, good try, Robin, Ron, and Dale. Next up, we have Gilberto Valdez and T.L. Lace. On deck, Mark Knott and L.R. Moe. In the hole, Cash Kennington and G.B. Moe.
So we have 12 more runs to go
Yep.
before we find out who the national champion is. Okay, well, we got just a tick of a minute here. So the horseback deal, who is the national champion?
I think it was Guy.
Okay, because, you know,
Because he came in with
yesterday,
faster time. I think.
average.
Yes.
Chris won the day,
Yes.
but the average was Guy. So,
Yeah.
I misunderstood something somewhere because I thought whoever won today was the national champion.
Oh.
But now I don't know that.
Well,
That's what I
maybe.
thought you maybe. So I don't know. James just went and got clothes. Oh. His daughter's cold.
It's hot. I'm telling you, it's winter over here.
Well,
We're going to Yellowstone, and
yeah,
I was like, Erin, it's going to be really cold there tomorrow, like in the 40s. She's like,
I
I
hope
don't know
she
if
brought
I
something
brought.
besides those sundresses. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go shopping.
Yep.
Oh me. All right, this is Gilberto Valdez and
It's from
Lace.
California.
Yep.
Oh, oh. My goal is to just finish.
Well, sometimes like if you just leave the arena in first place, and that everybody else have to come and do better than you did,
Yeah.
and that's that puts more pressure on them.
Oh, for sure.
So
That's true. Oh,
had to work hard for that one, and the other two decided to veer off.
yeah.
It's
I
gonna
thought
work.
they were just going to follow
I
right
did
on
too.
in.
So this one is a little difficult looking at it from here. I'm not down there, but this cause
I think it's difficult.
there's dead space there.
Yeah.
Not much room for the dog to
Yeah,
work,
see?
and he has to hold. And now, if he can bring this one around and keep them other two in, he could be
Oh,
all
oh.
right. But it's not going to work. If-
Well, it's just like this side is so short right there. So
Yep.
even if you put your dog there, just
Yep.
like that just happened,
Mhm.
that red one said, I don't think so.
Yep.
You're not bothering me too much.
A little different strategy here. He's going to swap sides with the dog. And Red says, I don't care about your dog.
Yeah.
You might care about that. What's the correct word to use? Grip, bite, up here on the air.
Up here?
Oh, man. I know the sheepdog down there, that's if your dog grips.
Yep.
You know, I had 2 clean runs, and I'm not bragging on myself. I'm going somewhere else with it because I don't work much sheep except at the house, and they're just big groups, and I get them in the pen. And I don't work them every day with her. I got another dog or 2. But I was tickled today. I did not get DQ'd either day.
Well, that's always
and finished
a plus.
Course with my cow dog. So, yeah, I mean, it was. I don't enter much sheep trials.
I mean, some of those dogs, they get a little frisky. With
Yeah,
the
there was a couple of them, you know, got thank you'd. I remember the first time I went to a sheep trial and I had a young dog. He's an old dog now. I still got him. And the guy said, thank you. And I said, you're welcome. And he said, no, thank you. I said, you're welcome.
You're welcome?
That's my southern polite answer.
Oh, no.
He said, no, you're done. I said, oh, my bad.
Oh. I'll just swing that one on back around.
Yep.
So this one is pretty hard, too, because...
Yeah, it is. This is not the same obstacles because they've changed them up a little bit, but the pattern is the same. And these cows have been, not
going
today,
right
but they've been here all week through this pattern, so they know it, and they've been used to going out in that direction. And 4's added the level of difficulty. Instead of going down and around, they got to go that way and then bend them in the middle.
Oh. He's going
What's
to miss
gonna
it just a
happen
little
here?
bit. It's hard. That angle's a little hard to see.
Yeah.
You can see what would be his back panel with that pink ribbon. It does stick out a little bit more.
Okay. He's got 1.5 minutes to get it done. You know, I don't know how much you can blame the dog earlier on some gripping or the red calf or whatever, you know, but it eats clock. Me and James has talked to me a little bit about stuff this week, and I've come up with a little bit on mine about where time is wasted.
Yeah.
And I've been on that, and my wife's like, oh, we're going to hear this for a month. I said, probably.
It's good he got that red heifer out.
Yep.
And I liked how he immediately started giving his dog the come by to keep the pressure.
You know, it's hard on these dogs when one leaves the group because they've been bred for generations. Don't leave one. Go get them all. So it's very complimentary of the dogs when you can keep working in the pens and with only 1 or 2 head of stock left, and they don't run off and get the others. Hustle, 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 hustle. He walked right by the one he needed.
Yep.
Hurry, hurry. You got 30 seconds. Ay.
Oh. Get your gate. Time does not stop until you shut the gate.
Latched today. He got it done, 5:43, and he needed a 5:55. He needed time, 5:55. So, according to our scoreboard, we used to do it pen and paper here a couple years ago, and I'd be writing and figuring, and I'm pretty good with numbers as long as I got dollar bills attached to them. But this makes it easier. So, according to what we see, what we know, he should be moved into first place. He comes in here at 12. Means there's 11 more that's got to bump him. If you can leave the arena being number 1, all you can ask.
Okay. Mark Knott.
I've seen him this week. I've seen him before. I don't know him personally.
He's from Oklahoma.
Good wind blows free. I don't know, but you know, I've done it too. My dog's done it they know the cattle coming out here. But I've had a hard time getting my dog's attention off the back gate, and I don't let them come in till they're exhausted. But I guess they're smarter than me.
I think sometimes they just see the horse legs and stuff back there.
Yeah, probably.
LR Mo. I wonder if that's Lincoln Rogers breeding. I mean, he is a paint.
Could be. I wondered that too. He kind of looks like some of his stuff, don't he?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I thought L.R. Alexander, but that's old stuff. I don't think Alexander, I know he's passed away, but I don't think he bred many dogs that would be eligible for this anyway. You're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice there. Very nice. I bet you I can find out.
I was about to say, I bet Lincoln might be watching. He stops like Lincoln's dogs. Look like a Tuco sliding stop. I feel like here at 2, you almost have to over-flank them a little bit on the come by to get their heads turned towards the hole, and then do a short away flank to block the hole.
Yep.
Because I've noticed, I didn't notice it from the other side because I was sitting over there, but it makes them stop and turn and face the exhaust gate. And he just gave that little come by flank. Now he's just got to get them going out.
I bet you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I've sent Lincoln a message. We'll see if he answers. I don't know. Since Lincoln got married, all I think they do is take vacations. That makes me think that's true.
So the handler's line's all the way over here. I don't know what my strategy will be, but I would be walking towards those cattle a little bit, pushing them against the fence some.
Yeah, in this case, early in the week it's not been that way because you had to bend them. But in this case, they got to go down that fence. So, yeah, pushing them all the way up here and letting them walk down the fence. Let your dog hold the line.
Because they haven't even been wanting to come to the fence because all week they haven't. So they've just kind of wanted to skirt off.
Yep. All right, so far so good.
He's doing pretty decent on time.
Yeah.
He needs a 5:53. If that's what I'm understanding.
Yeah, yep, that's what I'm understanding. He just needs to get them on down there and finish.
Oh, this breeze all of a sudden.
Yep.
Get out of here.
About once a day it does that.
Oh, right in.
He's got a minute to play with. That don't mean you can. I don't mean you can just amble around. I mean, come on. That minute will be gone before you think about it.
Oh my gosh, a minute goes by.
Oh, if you're doing good.
Yeah.
If you're not doing good, they can have some of my time.
Sometimes I'm like, when is the buzzer going to go off? That's how bad it's going.
Mm-hmm. he's got a minute now. I mean, I know he just knows he's got to finish, but come on, dude.
You're making me nervous. You're giving me some
giving
anxiety.
me anxiety. Yeah, me too.
Because if something goes wrong, he's not going to have any.
Yeah, and he may be right by being real.
Oh.
That might be good.
Maybe. Oh. Oh no. He's got to get to
Does
that
he
gate.
know he's got 25 seconds?
I don't think so.
Send him
All
away.
right. You better go.
Send him away. I don't know that
you
he's
better
got
go.
15 seconds.
You better go.
And he's got to be 5.
No, he's about to not.
Hurry.
Hurry.
See why my anxiety was high?
Yeah. I could try to walk that slow, but I just get too. I mean, I fell down the other day.
I mean,
trying to stop a
I
cat.
think he got it.
But it's not.
It's going to be 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So 7 seconds. And he could have made up 7 seconds there. I mean, but I'm not down there. I guess he had a plan.
Okay, that was Mark Knott.
Well, I do feel like you have to kind of move slow.
4 points of 270 and a time of 5:59.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Cash Kennington and G.D. Moe. On deck, Kevin
Clock
Nippon
in your head's
High.
gotta run.
In the hole, Steve White and MISR Chase.
I try to move slow, but then I mess up and I freak out and panic. It's that anxiety. I'm just like a,
I stay pretty calm till it gets right there at the end. If it's not going good, if it's going too good, I get excited then,
Yeah. I tend to have that choke mentality every once in a while. Too much pressure on myself.
I don't know if it's choke with me. It's just that I get excited. I think I'm fixing to get this done.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it done faster. This is Cash Kennington and G.D. Moe. I saw this dog at the Futurity in Vernon this year, back in November.
Mm-hmm.
And your husband did too. Pretty nice dog. Young dog back then. I'm assuming it's pretty good here because here it is in the nursery.
Didn't really want to take that away there for a second.
No.
But a bit like you said, this is nursery, so these are young dogs.
Yeah.
Young dogs.
Yes, they are. But most of them have been trialed on pretty good bit and seasoned. And then some of them, and y'all know this, you have some that have run in the nursery and the open already. And so.
Yeah. Yeah, we have 2 second-year nursery dogs, so they're very, I mean, they're still young, but.
Yep. Well, I've got a couple of young dogs that's got good birthdays to run them that long in the nursery, so we'll see. They're taking training pretty good. You hate to brag on a young dog till he's actually there, but. And one of them happens to be a Glen puppy.
Oh, come on. Just cooperate, cows. Oh.
That there's looking for a bad place.
Yeah, she's not being very nice.
It's good. He worked at it. He got the points, but the problem is
Nope.
he's got to go all the way to the
Yep.
end of the arena and get that other one. And it's hard to bring 1 to 2.
Yeah, for
You almost
sure.
got to carry 2 to 1 and bring them all 3 back. And it's a decision you have to make. Now, he's going to try it. And if it don't work, he's going to have to take 2 to 1, and he's going to waste a lot of time.
Sometimes.
How do I know that?
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Did it like yesterday, or day before yesterday.
Every once in a while, though, it does work,
Every
and
once
it
in a while
saves you
does.
time.
And it could with this calf because he's a trotter and he's just looking to go somewhere. It don't matter where. Look over here, cow. Look over here, cow. Here's your buddies. You're a herding animal. You like other cows. But you can just
But
tell. She's got the stiff neck. She got her head up. Her nose is stuck out.
And then you got two that are just kind of like, what are you doing?
Well, they're just bought a ticket to watch her run around crazy. Hey, that's a good angle on the camera there.
Oh, that is.
I don't know where that's coming from, but that's something new there. That's a very good angle. Shows people the obstacle and how you got to enter and get out of it. Good.
So he just needs to finish.
Yes, he's got
time needed.
He needs to finish. So there was 3 seconds separating our last contestant and Cash here. Is it Cash or Catch?
Cash.
Cash. Neither one I said. I guess in Wyoming it's spelled different.
Well, in Utah it's the Cache Valley.
Is it?
And it spells just like that.
Okay.
Up by Logan.
Okay. Someday I may go out there to that tournament trial.
It's fun.
I bet. It's just a long way from home.
If he gets them in here, he needs to get that one out first. In a bad way.
Tell old Mo, go get that one over there with the high head.
Which she probably will be the first one because she's
There she
so
comes. There she comes. Let her out. Good deal.
Watch your dog. Watch your dog. Watch your dog. Just turn and look. There's 2 holes there, actually, ladies. Maybe one's a steer.
Yeah, we're going to fake you off with one. Whew. That's only 2 inches of it to play with there between those 2 openings.
Watch that. Thank goodness he looked up.
Yep. Stand in the hole.
Get your gate.
Okay. Nice job, Cash Spinnington and Mo.
Next we'll have Kevin Lippy and Cy, and they had a 746 total coming in. So I feel like they'll just need to finish to take over the lead.
Yeah. Was that dog we were asking about, was it LR Mo? Okay, so this was GD Mo. So I didn't know what I thought. Did I get the right name? I still hadn't heard anything from my buddy. But we'd like to try to figure out where these dogs come from. And we picked one out yesterday that Buck Mendenhall was running. Me and Mike was talking about it. And we watched the dog work, and he's a big stout dog. And we guessed wrong, but we almost had it right because we said it's either this or this. And we thought it might have been a big gym puppy that they have over our Zeke and Buck, but it wasn't. It was out of a dog named Rip out of Wisconsin, which is a Gus grandson. Then when we watched it today or yesterday morning in the cattle, and yeah, so we figured it out. We were close. You can tell some dogs how they work, what they look like, or how they're bred. Okay, that was Verona Butler. She's got some runs coming up. One here in the nursery later on, and then one in the open. And she said she might come back and visit with us. But we appreciate our guests coming by, these guys at trial, and and are involved in this sport as James and Verona is in Center, Texas with High Roller Stock Dog Trials. And December, it's an awesome trial. If you ain't never been, y'all try to get signed up. It opens one day and closes that night most of the time. It's very fast filling. So there's a lot of good trials in our part of the world. We put on one in November every year, the weekend before Thanksgiving. We're pretty sure it's the biggest payout and the biggest trial east of the Mississippi. And then the Southern Stock Dog has some good trials back there that are growing. We have our finals back there in April. Lincoln Rogers, Jonathan Presley puts on one up in Tennessee. So we're having some bigger trials, and it's a growing sport in our part of the country also. Here's Kevin Lippy and Cy. Kevin comes to us from Blue Eye, Missouri. It must be a great big town. It is not a big town. Kevin runs Kelpies and Border Collies, but he's kind of known for his Kelpies. He sold some dogs, a steel dog, and for a pretty good bit of money, and a very nice big stout dog. He's running some younger dogs now. But he has some good Border Collies too. Kevin's real quiet. I mean, he's whistling to that dog, but his whistles are not very loud, neither is his voice, but they listen to him. A lot of action to this dog. And the thing I like about these Kelpies, not all Kelpies are long and lean like these. Some of them are a little stouter made, but Kevin's or these longer and leaner Kelpies, they can run. I mean, they're gazelles. That's correct. You follow in there. That is a good job. He is mashing gas right now. Watch this dog run. Runs right by it, out in front, stops the cattle. He's going to send it back. He stopped that one to keep it from running off. Got to get a bunch of them coming into the fetch, to the pen. Get them settled. Just like that, he's got 2.5 minutes to play with. And he's short. Just like that, he peels one out, shuts the gate, asks old Cy to walk up, flanks him real tight, get a little movement on that cow. Calls Cy back, sends him in the gate, sends him way around that cow, turns his head, look at the gate, cow. Tell her, get out of here. Get out of here. Hurry, Kevin. Okay, Kevin Lippy with the full score to 420. He needed to be 6 minutes to take the lead, so he has not only took the lead, he has made it hard on the next guy or two to put together a run that's going to compete to move them up in average. And he was coming in here, I think number 10. Nope. He was in 9th place. Coming in, he now moves to number 1. So he's moved up one spot. Got some awesome runs left to go here today. Coming in next, if I'm not mistaken, is the head honcho here at Mountain States Stock Dog Association, Steve White and MISR Jace. I like this dog. I saw it earlier in the week. I thought this was a good dog. His son Stockton runs a litter mate to it. I like this dog right here good. He's placed in some rounds in sheep and cattle, nursery and open. So this is a young dog. And Steve usually doesn't run because he's so busy, and it's been hard on him this week trying to get everything done and keep everything running, and plus run a dog and compete at the high level. But I knew when I saw him enter, I said, he's got a good one. He knows he's good, and he's going to show him. So, yep. Put the big ugly on, Steve. There's a pretty big hole over there at the inner end. There's a little smaller coming out over here. Okay, it's close. Steve, you know, he go from the end of the panel with number 2 on it to the outside panel. You have a line across there he can cross. So he couldn't step in there any further. And that cow was thinking about giving him a hard time. Taking them 2 black eyes of that cow and giving them to Steve. That cow is a little disturbed because his buddies left him. So, but Steve is mashing gas. He knows he wants to move up. And if it wasn't for that black spotted cow and the eyeballs there, he might have a better shot at it. Dog's working outstanding. Overflanked touch on that cow. He's got to get it back. Got to get back. Stay in. Come. He's going to gamble. He's going to gamble, and it ain't going to work. Dadgummit, he's going to have to go get all 3 of them and bring them back. He knew he had a chance. He gambled. It didn't work. Sometimes you gamble and it works. Sometimes it don't. He's coming in 8th place. Kevin had a barn scorcher, so he needed a 431 to win. To move into 1st. And he can see the writing on the wall. He told the dog to push. Cow didn't respond too good, wanted to fight a little bit. He's going to regroup. The other 2 come out over here. I mean, he's got 1:30 to get what he needed done, and it's not going to happen probably. But he needs to finish the course, see where he winds up. All right. You can tell by Steve's voice and by his whistles how fast they've slowed down a little bit. So he went from mashing the gas, and his game plan was finish fast as you can. And so now he's just trying to get finished and not make any more mistakes, and nothing right there is going to cost him. He's got to bring them all the way back out, and it's that same goofy cow. Got 2 minutes to get it done. All right, come on. Now he thinks he can finish, but that cow wants to go everywhere except where it needs to go. Oh, Jace is having to work really double hard on this one head here. Now, I know which one I'd want to sort out first, and I would say that will come out if you'll just give him just a tick of pressure. And he's got 45 seconds to do it. Not an eternity, but it can be done. He's just got to get that cow to move. And of all times, this cow don't run off all day. Now it decides it don't want to go nowhere. Steve done a pretty good thing there, letting that one come by, Jace. Hurry. Good job, Kevin. "15 seconds. It's going to be tight. Cattle not wanting to move. He's going to have to gamble here. Hurry! Hurry. All right. He's going to finish with 2:25 in 6 minutes. He didn't get it done. He tried all he could. That's a nice dog. MSSA Jace. He did all he could get. You know, these dogs work for us in all conditions and circumstances. They're working cattle. They don't know if they win or lose. They just know if the owner pets them and feeds them and likes them.
225. Next up, we have James Butler and Jess. On deck, Jack Brady and Molly. In the hole, Delona Butler and / Jay Howell.
All right, here's James Butler. Eve. What you need a veterinarian for? What you need a vet for? All right, that's Mike Thompson come by. Mike Thompson done a podcast today with Travis Balch, and I don't know what was said. I wasn't in there, but it'll be interesting to watch. This is Eve and James Butler coming back in 7th place. You have to slow down at the fetch today. You can't just run through there because it's got a offset in the bend in it. Hello, Marvin Daniels. James coming back in the 7th place position. So he's going to try to move up. He's got to be 437. Group of cattle right here are moving pretty good. They're staying together decent. Eve is pacing very nice. If you notice, most of James' dogs, he don't stop them a lot. They pace good. Sends her over on that short hole. One turns and looks. Very nice job, number 2, using your dog. Very controlled. James does a good job breeding cattle about when he knows when they're going to go, when they're not going to go. Dog is so responsive to those whistles. Now she will bite one on the back end. If he ain't careful, just like that. He don't care right now, but he's got time to settle him down. Guys, we're seeing something here if we get this thing sorted. Woo! That was close. If a dog hadn't been so responsive, that might have been disaster. Brought her right back to her. Brought him right back to James and Stan. Send the dog away. And that's a heck of a run. 341, James Butler and my baby mama. I have a puppy out of Eve and Glenn. Outstanding job. That will move him to number 1 and make life hard on the rest of them.
Gosh, you made us nervous there for a minute. All right, that was James Butler and Jeff with a full score of 270 and a time of 341. Next up, we have Zach Brady and Molly. On deck, Verona Butler and / Jay Hollis. In the hole, Dwayne Hurlman and Quinn.
Zach Brady and Molly. That comes to us from Blackfoot, Idaho. Off and running, come by. Got one want to veer off there, not play, but it's coming back. That's a good job at number 2 there with Zach and Molly. All right, up against the wall coming in, got to come by there, hold them. Oop, went in the V. That makes a little dead spot there. If you're watching on the screen there, they got a good angle of it here today. We Covered good. Needed that one to check up or move back, and that's going off the wrong world. That's going to hurt him a little bit. Just having a little difficulty here. Got them spread out. All right, they're together now. Got one with a flag in his tail and running off. You either got to get the one to slow down with these others, or make them other two as exuberant as it is, and go to running through the obstacles. We're at 4 minutes. Uh-oh. That's going to hurt him. He's got to unload. Five minutes almost. That's gonna hurt. He had a shot. Oh, that's gonna do it for Zach and Molly. So we'll go into our top 5 right here.
Okay, that was Zach Brady and Molly with a score of 135. Next up, we have Verona Butler and / Jay Hollis. On deck, Wayne Herman and Quinn. In the hole, Brian Jacobs and Gus.
All right, here's Verona Butler and / Jay Hollis. Ron comes to us from Center, Texas. James, his wife. She was kind enough to come and talk to us a little bit a while ago on the live feed. Give us some thoughts and perspectives of hers. And we'll see how she does here with Hollis, coming back in the 5th spot. Said her goal was to finish, leave the arena number 1, make everybody else beat her. Shoot them right through there. 22nd timeline. Hey, sometimes it's a place to be lucky is good any day, and she got it done. Come on around. Nice. Coming out of 2, I think that's the fastest I've seen today. Oh, come on. Regroup here on number 3. Her husband just ran a while ago at number 7, put a little pressure on her. She has to be 401 to take the lead. It's going to be hard. Got a minute to get it done. All right, she got it done. Got to get them pinned. And she does. Sort them and do the best she can right here and see what happens. Keep working. There's 2 holes right there, the one they entered in and the one she opened. That's the toughest one right there. And she gets it done. And 5-16. Good job, Verona Butler. So her goal was to just go out there and get it done, get all of her points, and then as quick as she could, and she did that, and that's a good job.
Great job, Verona Butler and Slash J. Hollis. That was full points of 270 and a time of 5:16. Next up, we have Blaine Herman and Quinn. On deck, Brian Jacobs and Gus, followed by Brian Jacobs and Plato.
All right, this is Dwayne Hardeman and Quinn. I watched this little dog all week. Comes from like Honeywell. Trained this dog, and it's a very nice dog, very broke dog. Worked really good on sheep and cattle this week, and obviously by success in the sheep, and here it is in his 4th comeback in the short round of the nursery cattle. Here we go. It's got to be 402. Verona had to be 401. He's got to be 402. So that cow had a choice of putting its nose on one side or the other. It chose the wrong one. Good recovery with Dwayne there and Quinn. Get that cow brought back, put him through the fetch and a decent timeline. Outstanding job there, made up a little time. Coming out of 2 and push him over here against the fence and up against the wall. Cattle are not terrible. They're kind of hanging up, and one's kind of looking to veer off. And he's got to get them started here and get them headed straight down through there and without overflanking right here. But he's got to get them mashed a little bit right there. Good job. Excuse me, got the sneezes. let them cattle drift down where they used to go and then kind of bend them back, because that angle on that entrance there is a little bit different than it looks on the screen. It's got an angle to it. You got a minute and 2 seconds coming out of 4 to get them up here and get them pinned. That's a good deal getting that in the pen. Them two saw their buddy run off and they panicked. All right, he got time. He's going to have to hustle. Been wanting to lead anyway, so let it go. And that ain't going to help the cause. He knows it. Got a minute to get them panned and sorted. Seconds. He already got his pin points. He didn't lose them. He's just got to get them sorted. It's going to be hard to sort them in 25 seconds. Not that it can't be done, but now they've learned that there's a back door. Hustle. Going to be hard. Dang near impossible. 2, 1.
So close. That was Wayne Hurley and Queen with a score of 245. Next up, we have Brian Jacobs and Gus on deck. Brian
Top
Jacobs
3 coming at you.
And in the hole, James Butler and Eve.
Brian Jacobs, James Butler, and Steve Wyatt, the top 3. 3 really good handlers, 3 really good dogs. It'll come down to who can draw the best and use them to the best of their ability. Draw a good set, don't mess them up. Needs to be 454. It's got a little time to play with, but next time you see that board, it's going to be a little bit different, because I know the top 3 are really tight. Just Dwayne not having much success there gives us a little bit of room there. And this is Brian Jacobs and Gus. Winds picked up here. Been cool all day today. They say they got snow coming tomorrow in Yellowstone, and it could drift down into here. So. Cattle just wheel around there. Like for an old Blackie to follow them other two. Got a little Neapolitan ice cream going on here. Strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. Noticed something about this Brian is using voice commands on this dog, and he normally uses whistles, so obviously he hadn't got no whistles yet, or it's not solid enough to go on whistles, but it's also a young dog too. That ain't gonna help nothing. Giving it some short flanks there just to influence some cattle. Lie down, Gus. This dog's a big stout dog. He's got the gate open for number 1, 319. He has to be 454 to take the lead. And as I said earlier today, in one of the divisions, Brian is very good at sorting cattle. Brian almost crashed the gate with his face there, getting a little excited. I don't blame him. This is for a national championship, and he's got to get it done. Needs to be 454. He's a minute ahead where he needs to be. He's going to get over there, got to latch the gate. The time is 4:03, so he's 51 seconds ahead of where he needed to be, and he'll move into first place. It's a good job, Brian Jacobs and Gus.
Great job.
Up next to be James Butler.
And a time of 4:03. Next up, we'll have
We're rocking and rolling here in the nursery. We're about 2 away from a national title.
James Butler and
25 Mountain State Stock Dog National Championships, 10th anniversary edition here in
For
beautiful
everybody that's out
Afton.
there, if you haven't
Wow.
bought your raffle tickets or if you'd like to buy more raffle
I
tickets,
see
they're
James
going to be
going
drawing
the other
shortly,
way, probably
and this is your
hope
last
his
chance
dog,
to
I
get
don't know.
raffle tickets.
All right. I was mistaken. James is coming back in a minute. This is Brian Jacobs again. He was third call and second call here. This is Suko. So Brian had 2 of his dogs in the nursery in the top 3. Oh, good job. Good job. Dog walked up, handled the pressure right in the face of that cow. This dog, he has on whistles. He's using his whistles again. Brian usually does. I guess he just hadn't had time or whatever reason. He didn't use whistles on the other one, but he is on this one. I don't know what that crackling was. All right. He's got to be 445 with this one, so he's in really good shape here to make a good run here. Okay. I don't know what the background noise is of the ticking and sizzling. Just a smooth, easy going run right here with Brian Jacobs and Suko. I don't want to offend these cattle right now. I want them to stay calm when you can get them in the pen and do your sort. He has an outstanding run going here. Done a good job of setting that up. Saw that cow coming, seen his dog come by to block the hole. Made that faster sort right there. Hip. Take a little pressure off. Slow down right here and get these cattle sorted. Ooh, that was close. That cow ball was eyeball to eyeball with him. 353. Brian Jacobs and Suko. Yeah, we got James Butler coming up here. This put some pressure on him. I mean, can't pedal around now and waste time. Brian has poured the pressure on James Butler. And
score of 270 and a time of 353.
We got people watching all over the country. This is the nursery finals, 1 dog to go. This is James Butler and Eve. And we'll get our times. He's currently sitting in, well, in all reality, Brian Jacobs is sitting in first because he's got it done. He's got all of his points. He's sitting there. James needs to be 425 to take the lead. Puts his leash in his pocket. Dog's ready, sends it, puts a whistle in his mouth. Here we go. This is for a national title. Mountain State Stock Dog Association. Gotta send it hard. Gotta send it hard. Gotta reverse, 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 reverse. Send it hard now. You know, you start looking at things, pointing things out, figuring things, which James wants. These cattle are moving fast. But the old red J5 there looks like it might want to look somewhere other than the correct path. Got some dishonest thoughts in its mind. James does a good job getting it stopped. But if anybody can take a set that's not perfect and make them good, it's James Butler. Just like that. Eve had a thought about helping that on its way, and he stopped it. So important for these dogs to take their flanks exactly when you tell them to. Not be late, not be early, not be over, not be under. They got to be perfect to do things that they need to do here today to win this championship. He lets them drift off down the corner. He's going to send them back up there at an angle. He's going to wheel, and he might have been late, but it worked out. I told y'all he can take some soured milk and make Cheerios sound, smell, and taste good. There's a hole in the back of this thing. It's touchy here. There's only 2 inches separating those two openings. That's a pipe. And he's got to help and get that and sort it out. Good job. That can take a little bit of time. He's got plenty. He's just got to open the gate, get that dog around, get that cow out. He's having to protect that hole. Shut the gate. Shut the gate. And that is your national champion, ladies and gentlemen. 2025 Mountain State Stock Dog Association Nursery Division. James Butler and Eve will win the national title here with a great run to finish out the nursery division. We got youth coming up, we got open coming up, and we will finish up. We'll be back shortly.
That is unofficially the fastest time of this round. And that was our last run in the nursery cattle.